A daunting task for Dallas ISD. Leaders must come up with a plan to get thousands of students to school.
Earlier this month, voters decided to dissolve Dallas County Schools, the agency that previously provided transportation services. A brief board meeting gets underway at DISD headquarters in about half an hour, and our Robbie Owens is there. Robbie, what's the latest?
Well, I'm told to expect lots of questions at this briefing today, but no action, as this session is information only to bring trustees up to date on the transition process and to provide some transportation options for them to consider. Dallas school leaders must now decide whether they want to operate their own school bus system in-house or solicit bids from a vendor. This massive undertaking, of course, as you mentioned, handed to the district when voters decided that they'd had enough of Dallas County schools. The 90-year-old agency had been battered by a number of questionable business decisions and the avalanche of bad publicity that followed. The head of the Dallas branch of the National Education Association argued for keeping DCS and now warns that replacing the services the agency provided will be a challenge.
I think we're going to have to think outside the box. Totally, big time, think outside the box. Because from what I understand, it costs Dallas ISD, for example, only Dallas ISD, $50 million to transport all its students. For them to put a whole new system together, if they're going with their own transportation, it might cost them anywhere between $100 and $127 million. Do we have that kind of money? I don't think so.
At one point, Karen and Rush, Superintendent Michael Hinojosa told me that the district didn't particularly want to be in the transportation business, and yet, nevertheless, that is the task that voters have now handed them. We will have more on the transition process and what trustees had to say about this plan here for you coming up in our later newscast. Reporting live at DISD headquarters, Robbie Owens, CBS 11 News.